Okay, well, good morning. These guys still are not even 24 hours old yet, but I wanted to do a quick update. This little guy here is the only male, and he's got tiny spots on him. It looks like his head, well, of course, he's got this spot on the top of his head. It looks like his face is going to have a mask, a red mask. These spots that I'm looking at, if you look real close, they look like they're under the fur. And as these guys get older, these colors should start to pop out. Um, they, even though they look brown to you, expecting them to be the same color as these two females, which is red. You can kind of see it on her ears. Her coloring is way under her fur, but you'll see over the next couple of days this will start to come out like this, and this spot here will come out even more. So I'm expecting these guys to be red parties. That's my guess. Chocolate pigment, and sometimes that follows with the green eyes or the amber eyes. Now that's my guess. Their eyes won't open for another 2 weeks, so we'll see. But usually that's very attractive. If you don't know the difference between a party and a party is these two, where the body is more than 50% white, and a pied, they would have more patching, and their body would be less than 50% white, with spots or patches. This little girl, you can see she's got the white boots in the front and the tiny white mark on her head. I haven't named anybody yet. This will be our W litter. Um, she's red with white feet. This little girl, last born girl here, and by the way, this little girl, red girl, was the second one born. So we had um, the three girls born first and then a boy, and of course we weren't expecting this fifth one. Now I have a couple of dogs that are this color, and if I can remember, I'll attach a picture of their brother, so you can see what he looks like now. But they genuinely usually hold this color. This color might get a little darker, but if they end up with the chocolate pigment and the amber eyes, it's just they're very attractive. It's hard not to look at them. You can see that she has a little bit of a white stripe down her back. Whether that stays or gets darker, I'm not sure. And she's got a little mark on her forehead. So why don't you get in there? I guess she's had enough to eat. I'm going to have to really look at these guys. You can see that she's got dark masking around her eyes, and so does he. That'll get darker as their hair comes in, because they're just like little, I don't want to call them little rats because that sounds awful unless you love rats. I used to actually raise rats, so they are actually pretty smart animals. And here is another red female. She was the firstborn. Everybody was about 6 ounces except for this girl here. She was 7 ounces, and of course the boy, who was over 5 ounces. This girl is red sable, I'm going to say, a little bit lighter than her sister, and she has the white feet, but they're not socks. Maybe in the back she might end up having one sock. She's got a white chest, and I think she's going to be a little bit tinier than her sister, but you can see that she's not quite. Oh boy, they're fighting already over the who's drinking where. So these guys are eating very well, and they haven't gained weight yet, so I'm going to weigh them again. But her milk hadn't come in. We did a quick run to the vet because I wasn't happy with how I tied off their umbilical cords. She kept pulling on them. But when we got to the vet, she said that I actually did a good job. So And then, you know, their umbilical cords will fall off. Probably by this time tomorrow, they'll probably be off. So that's it. I'm going to come up with some names. There are 5 pups. I believe 5 or 6 people picking. And so we'll see how everything lines up. Let me know if you are no longer interested. Get off. Let me see if there's a, yes, come here. There's a thing back here for you. Okay. Here. If you're no longer interested, let me know. I know some of you are gender specific. If you want to talk about gender or color or have any questions at all, you know, feel free to give me a call.